Hello everybody, I really wanted to get this video out to you before the end of March because that is the deadline for signing up for the Rainbow Crystal tier on my Patreon so that you can get this print. And I am unfortunately getting this video out a little bit later than what I wanted, and it is literally the last day of March. So I'm considering extending the deadline. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna extend the deadline. Ooh, I'm going to extend the deadline to April 4th. So you have until April 4th to sign up for the Rainbow Crystal tier on my Patreon. The link is in the description below. And if you miss the deadline, that's fine because I send out prints every single quarter. So you have an opportunity to get one another time. If you do sign up before April 4th, you get this print. It's a 4x6, so it sits in a standard photo frame. So it's a great gift. Keep it for yourself. Honestly, it's just fun to get stuff in the mail nowadays anyways. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope you learned something new. So an eye is essentially a small circle within a circle within another circle. And then all of these are overlapped by an oblong, pointy football shape. And there you have it. You have an eye. Let's get right into it. We're gonna start with the football shape. I just sharpened my red erase pencil, so it's ready to go. There we go, simple enough. I'm gonna add the tear duct and then add the lid. So I'm gonna make this eye a bit more of like a sleepy, maybe sultry eye. So I'm closing that lid down just a little bit. And I'm a big advocate of drawing what you want to draw. So this eye is going to be a little less traditional in a sense. Because once again, I think you shouldn't have to draw just like boring stuff or things that you don't find exciting. So I'm gonna make an eye that I find to be fun to draw. So before I do anything, I'm going to get a general sense of like the eyeball within the socket. It's gonna look a little bit like that. So the lids are closed to make it a nice sultry eye, and then this is the ball in the socket. So now that I have my lids defined, that's where I can put my crease. Wonderful. And then we'll draw the iris, which is going to sit right about here. And since that is not looking super sultry, I'm going to pull it down just a little bit more. There we go. And then the pupil is going to sit right underneath that lid. So this is where I like to add in the fun bits. So I'm going to add a little heart highlight here. So these will be white space when I go to color everything in. So next are the eyelashes. So since this lid is more closed, the eyelashes are going to point down and out. So they're going to go down and out just like that. And since eyelashes are not perfect, some of them are going to come up and some are going to go down. So it's going to look a little inconsistent, and we like inconsistency with eyelashes. Good. Same thing with this bottom line. So let me redefine my bottom lid here. So this is where you're going to have your waterline. And then the eyelashes at the bottom are going to come out actually below this line. And they're going to sweep out away from that circle. Sometimes it even helps to start right in the center and then do one right on the outside, so then you can do everything in between. And when I do my eyelashes, I like to do 2 lashes that come to a point. It's just a way to do them. There's all sorts of ways to do lashes. But I find this to make them look very realistic. And then from here, I'm gonna put in the eyelash or the eyebrow, which we don't have to be perfect about it. It tends to, for me, it tends to be like a long rectangle with a triangle point at the end. Depending on my mood, I'll make it bigger, smaller, rounder. That's a great thing about eyes, is you can be really creative and play around with it and do what you want. And then from here, I'm gonna take my Zebra Mild Liner and line the whole thing. Of course, I'm going to leave out some of these extra lines here at the top. So this part is optional, but you can draw in your iris or your pupil. I'm going to for this one because I want it to be really dark. Wonderful. Cool, so next I'm gonna erase all of my pencil lines. So I have a brand new eraser, so I'm gonna squish it together real quick before we start. Wonderful. Brand new eraser. Good. And then I just lightly go over the whole thing to get rid of any extra pencil lines. Wonderful. Now she's ready to color in. So a little behind the scenes for you guys, my marker that I use to draw skin a lot with, it's running out of ink. So I have an ink cartridge here that I got from the art store, and I'm going to add some ink to the marker. And you get to watch me do it. And then I just squeeze a vague amount into my marker. There we go. Now I have a marker, oh, it feels heavier, full of ink. Okay, now for the fun part. So I'm just gonna color in the skin around her eyes with that marker that I just filled up full of ink. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. I think I put too much in there. Yes, I did. I have ink all over my hand now. Oh my goodness. In order to add in the shadows, I just kind of follow this line. Oh my gosh, this is, look at that. This is what happens when you overfill your marker with ink. You can make it work though. Just follow your line. Just so that you give that sphere effect. And then I always try to take it out with the eyelashes. Boom, there you go. Put a little bit extra right here to indicate brow bone. There we go. And this is the part where you can just have a little bit of fun with your colors. I'm going to do, yeah, with your colors. I'm gonna do yellow. There we go. Pink. Tear duct. This little floofy pillow. And then last, you always gotta have your shadow under the lid. And this is just a straight line that you pull across. Some last minute effects. Make these eyelashes a little bit darker. I'm just using a colored pencil for this. And this is where I like to add a few other little fun details, like another heart. And there you have it. Your very own eyeball looking right at you. Okay, let's do another one, shall we? So this one is going to be more of a side view and looking off to the left. Okay, so as you can see, this is less of a football shape and more of a football shape going down into a harder circle shape. So it's kind of like a circle into a football, you get the idea. And then from here, I'm going to draw the iris and the pupil, and they're going to be an oval since we're looking at them on the side of the eyeball. And as you can see, my pupil is off center. It's pulled to the side because the pupil and the iris, they actually aren't perfectly round and flat. The iris is an inward cone and the pupil sits in the center. So when you look at it from an angle, you are looking at an inward cone shape which pulls the pupil back. I hope that makes sense. And then for this one, your eyelashes are going this direction and up and back, as opposed to down and out. They're going more side and up. So this was unfortunate, but I'll try to make things work to our advantage. Okay, just to touch base, I dripped ink on accident onto the tear duct of the eye. So it's still wet. I'm waiting for it to dry before I figure out how to make it work. So just trying to pull a Bob Ross, happy accidents. I'll probably add some shine in the tear duct and outline it. We'll see what happens. We need to fix this guy. That should do it. Much better. And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining my tutorial, and I hope you learned something new. Bye! So then you can do everything in between. That's right, girl. Good job. There's my camera.